Hey, Matt Davidson here with Premia Fitness. I'm here today with Dr. Ray Agostino, physical therapist with Agostino Athletics. How you doing, Ray?
I'm doing well, thank you, Matt.
Thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Main thing is kind of want to talk about first is just why do you do what you do?
It's a great question. I think the biggest thing is I've been on the other side of injury, and there's just a lot of confusion. What do I do next? Am I going to recover? It's just a lot of people that get scared and confused and don't know how to get to the other side of it, whether it's an athlete or whether it's a weekend warrior,
right,
anything like that. It's just being able to make that transformation from injured to back on top.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Likewise here, just seeing those transformations and knowing that you help that person get from where they are to kind of where they need to be or want to be is just
absolutely
awesome. I love it. I love it. Today, Ray's with us. We're going to go over 3 things to prevent injury before running. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start whatever we got first.
Sure. The first step is really the most basic one that you can do, and it's what I call a fitness walk.
Okay.
And it's just take 5 to 10 minutes before you start your run. And it's just a walk.
Okay.
If you want to see what that pace is, on a treadmill we're talking about 3.5, 3.7 miles per hour.
Gotcha.
If you're not doing a treadmill, if you're taking advantage of the beautiful weather before the storm, I would recommend that pace just before you start a jog. So find where that is. It's a pretty good clip. If you feel like it's a jog, then back off a little bit.
Right.
But I want elbows pumping, getting that heart rate up, and get yourself ready to perform the running activity.
Right. Now, is this something you start off kind of slow and kind of progressively get faster into that faster walk? Or?
Yeah, you can. You can. It can start off as just kind of get yourself going, and then you want to spend maybe a minute doing that.
Okay.
And then use the bulk of that time at that higher pace.
Cool, cool. Now, what's the total amount of time that we are going to be doing this walk before we actually take part in the run?
I would do a strict walk for 5 minutes. If you're going to give yourself a 10-minute window, 5 to 10-minute window of warming up, I would want to do the walk for 5 minutes and then incorporate the other pieces that we're going to talk about within maybe the tail end of that run.
Awesome.
Or of that walk.
Gotcha, gotcha. Ray and I have already done that walk. So step 2 would be what?
Step 2, what I would do is I call it a marching lunge.
Okay.
And I think this is a good way to really warm up the major muscle groups that you're going to use for the run right there during your warm-up walk.
Gotcha.
And basically what we're doing is we're taking a march activity and turning it into a lunge.
Okay.
And that simulates a lot of the motions and the muscles that you're going to use during the run. And the plan is to prep those muscles, get your heart rate up, and be ready to go.
All right, so you want to go ahead and start with that movement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So in a sense, we come up into a high knee march and then drop it right down into a lunge, and then we can bring the other knee straight up into it.
And now we can just kind of go at our own pace here?
Yeah, we go at our own pace, and I would have you also incorporate your arm swing right into it.
Okay.
So as the knee comes up, that elbow drives back.
Right, okay. Now, do you try to keep a 90-degree bend in the elbow? Do you
I don't let my front elbow get out in front of my body.
Okay.
So what I would do then is, on my swing leg, that elbow goes back. The other arm doesn't get out in front of my body. It stays parallel to my side.
Okay.
So in a sense, this is what that looks like.
Okay.
It becomes a lot of wasted energy if my arm's out here, and I want to simulate again the pattern of what I'm going to use while I'm running in the warm-up.
All right.
So leg is up, elbow is driven back, arm is at my side.
Right.
Down into the lunge, and then up, that elbow drives back up the swing leg.
Stabilization here.
Get some balance there. And again, this is good to warm up. It helps with our ankle stability, our overall balance, because again, when we turn this into a run, it's a plyometric activity, and we want to be ready for it.
Awesome. Okay, so final step, step 3.
Final step is, again, within the walk, is just doing multi-directional leg swings.
Okay.
A lot of people think of running as just a straight line activity, which it is, but we need to make sure that we incorporate all of the motions.
Okay.
We want to work on a forward and back leg swing.
Okay. Now I see you're bending the knee on the way back.
I bend the knee back, I get a little bit of a stretch in the front part of my thigh, the quad muscles there, and then on the way up I should feel that back in the hamstrings, maybe the calf muscles a little bit.
Are you flexing the toe?
When I come forward, I'll pull the toes up a little bit to get a little bit more of a pull down that side. So, and again, just to mimic the running motions, I'm doing the arm swing to incorporate with that motion there. And as you're doing your walk, you can pause, do about 3 swings, and then switch sides. About 3 swings on that side. And again, when you bend that knee back here, you'll feel the hamstrings doing work. You'll feel a stretch on the anterior side of the thigh.
Awesome.
So walking through it that way.
So you're going 3.
I'm going to about 3 each leg.
3, and then you just go
take another couple walk steps, and I keep going that way. And then in order to get more all of the range, the planes of motion,
Right.
we would then go just side to side.
Okay,
If you come across a fence or a sign, you can hang on and really work
Gotcha.
all the way up, all the way in. If not, I'll keep it tucked right here just to get the glutes engaged, so that way I have a stable core while I'm running.
Okay.
Do the same thing each side. Take a couple steps, 3 to 5 swings, 3 to 5 swings.
And okay, just short interval, just get those muscles
Yep,
fired
just
up.
get them fired up. Get yourself ready for what you're about to do, which is the essence of a warm-up.
Right.
Third one is going to be our rotation, and that's just simple swing out, swing out. And this is an easy one to do while you're walking. And then swing in, swing in. So I'm continuing to take my walking steps. I'm coming in and out.
Gotcha.
So we have our straight line,
Yep.
we have our side to side, and then we have our rotational.
Awesome.
All incorporated within that walk, and you should be good to go for a nice run.
Perfect. So we'll go back over those 3 real quick. So it was the walk.
Fitness walk, yep.
Fitness walk to start off with. Then
Yep.
you did the dynamic lunges.
Did the dynamic march to lunge.
March to lunge.
Yep.
And then that last one was that multi-directional leg swing.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. I think if you get that down, you'll be good to go for a run, whether you're doing just a half-hour run, if you're going for a mile, if you're going for a 5K, anything like that. This is good activities to get you nice and ready for your run.
Perfect. Well, I think we're warmed up. Let's go ahead and get
All right,
started.
let's take off.